I'm really interested to see what you think about this topic.
Yes.
Do you take any sports supplements? I know you're a workout queen.
I take protein all the time.
Protein, okay.
And I take pre-workout.
Okay, so do you know what active ingredients are in it?
Kind of.
Okay, you're gonna have to circle back with me on this one. Okay,
I could probably look
this
it up.
this next segment is about new warnings for sports supplements. There was a recent research paper that came out. I think I got the thing on that. Yeah, this is actually, it was a multi-center study. Harvard Medical School was one of them. Several other medical schools all got together, and what they did is they wanted to look at these sports supplements to see if the ingredients that were listed on the label were actually in them, which is a great idea. I mean, sports supplements is a huge industry. I think it's a $15 billion annual industry these days. I mean, that's huge money. And you know, with social media, people are all into working out and posting videos of CrossFit or running or whatever, and people want to have the best results that they can get. And so a lot of people do turn to supplements to help them. And there's some research out there that shows that the individual ingredients for these sports supplements actually do work. So that was my first question. I was like, do these things actually work? And there is data to support that they do. Now, that doesn't mean that that it's some miracle thing, right? But there is data to support that some of these things are helpful to increase the results from your workouts and to give you better outcomes. So
I want to look up my.
Yeah, I mean, I want to know. Next week you're gonna have to tell me. So these things come in pills, powders, drinks. There's all kinds of ways that these come, and this research group took 57 different supplements, and they analyzed them using liquid chromatography and mass spectrometry. So basically, these are tools that are used in chemistry to determine what is the makeup of a substance. I actually did this stuff when I was in college in organic chemistry, where we'd get a substance and you'd put it into the mass spectrometer and it'd give you this reading. You had to figure out what it was. And they were checking for, I'm going to butcher these names, R-vomitoria, methyloberine, turkesterone, halostashine, and octopamine. I've never heard of any of those.
And those are things you want.
Those are things you want.
Okay.
Because those are the active ingredients that are...
One sounded like vomit. So
I know. Cool. I was thinking the same thing. R-vomitoria. Who in the world would name something R-vomitoria?
This is good for you. It's named after vomit.
I don't know. Anyway, so these were the substances they were looking for, okay, those 5, because these are the ones that have some research to show that they're helpful. So of the 57 substances or products that they analyzed with all this high-end chemistry, 23 of them, so 40%, did not have detectable amounts of the ingredients that were listed in the bottle. So like you get a bottle that says that, hey, this is, R-vomitoria, it's going to help you run faster or whatever. 40% of them didn't have any of it in them, like 0.
Yeah. Of
the remaining 34, so the other 60% that did have the active ingredient, the amount that they had in it ranged from 0.02% of what it said it had up to 300%. So like the amount that was in there was like just all over the map, like undetectable levels up to 3 times the level. Of the 57 different supplements, only 6 of them, so 11%, had the actual accurate amount of the ingredient that the bottle listed.
And those are the ones we want?
Yeah, it's the ones you want.
The 6 ones, though.
Yeah, so 6 out of the, and it didn't list which individual ones, like it didn't give like a brand or anything. I know, right? Because I actually looked at the actual article in pretty good detail, and I didn't see where it listed them out. I may go back and check that, but I didn't see that it listed the actual names.
Yeah, I take C4 pre-workout, so I wonder. It's like super basic.
Is it? Well,
it's like nothing special.
I thought that was just really insane that of all of those different ones they tested, only roughly 1 out of 10 actually had the amount that it stated, and almost half didn't have any of it. Isn't that wild? It's unbelievable. So it gets even worse. So of these 57 supplements that they tested, 7 of them, so that's 13%, actually contained at least one ingredient that's prohibited by the Food and Drug Administration. And most of them were synthetic stimulants.
I know that supplements aren't as regulated.
Oh, we're going to get to that.
So.
You're really smart. That's a great question. No, you're right. Right? That's the next question that comes up, right?
Yeah.
It's like, how can this be legal?
It's because they're not. They're just throwing stuff on
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna ruin the
labels.
surprise for you. So you're on the right track. So the Food and Drug Administration considers these to be in the category of foods,
Yeah.
not drugs or medicines. And that makes a huge difference because foods are not regulated near to the amount that drugs are. And so that's why they can kind of get away with this because there's really not that much oversight. You know, since it's considered a food product, there's no one checking to make sure that, hey,
It's like
is
a
this...
vitamin.
Yeah.
Vitamins aren't regulated that well either, right?
Are they? I don't know. I'd have to
think
look.
so.
I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, what's crazy, besides the fact that half of these didn't have, or almost half, didn't have any of the product in that they said that they had in them, a little over 10% of them had something that was prohibited because they're considered harmful.
Yeah.
And they were synthetic stimulants, and those have potential cardiac issues. So pretty wild stuff. I mean, that's if you know anybody that takes sports supplements, you should give a heads up that they really need to do some research to see, has somebody actually looked at this product? Is there any research paper out there that looks at this particular brand to see if actually what you're getting is in there?
Yeah.
Or are you getting something that's harmful? So pretty big study there that...
Did they say what type of supplement it was?
It was pills, powders. It said, like,
Oh,
what do you
okay.
mean, like the brand or like how it was?
Just like was it pre-workout? Was it protein? Was
It didn't say that, no.
Oh, okay.
The protein ones, is not what they were looking for. These are like more supplements that would maybe give like a certain result, like cutting your physique or something like that. I think the protein ones are probably pretty decent.
Yeah.
I mean, protein is protein. It's mostly whey protein, I think, and so I don't think that
Whey or plant.
Plant's
gross.
But you'll have to look. Remember those 5 names and see if any of those ones.
I'll remember vomit for sure.
Vomit. Who would name that vomitoria? I want to meet the person that did that and ask, why did you do that? All these names are really odd. Yeah, vomitoria, methyloberine.
Probably means something in like Latin or something.
I just really feel like even if the Latin was vomitoria, that I would pick a different name.
Probably,
I
but
just don't like-
maybe they had a sense of humor.
Maybe so. I mean that is probably it. But yeah. So if you have people that take supplements, maybe direct them towards this video to just inform them that they might not be getting what they think they're getting, and they potentially could be getting something harmful. So
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that, but it makes sense. I mean, when you think, okay, well, it's classified as a food, it's not regulated. People are shady. There's people out there doing shady stuff in all kinds of different areas. So why would supplements?
Well, I know pre-workout definitely affects your body. Like sometimes it'll make my hands itchy. It'll make my face itchy.
It's probably because you're getting those stimulants.
Well, it does it to everybody most of the time.
Oh, it doesn't.
Uh-huh.
I used to when
And
I
some people
really
it makes
worked
them
out.
like.
Huh?
Some people it makes them like.
Jittery.
Well, jittery, but other people it like makes them like poo their pants.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah.
different.
Because I don't know what it is. Except maybe if you take it like on an empty
That's
stomach
gotta
or
be
something.
embarrassing, like when you're at the gym and just like crap yourself. Like, I would probably not take the supplement that.
Well, you're
that makes
lifting
me
weights,
poop
and you're like,
myself.
hold on.
Well, and you have like all that like pressure,
be right
right?
back.
When you're lifting
Just-
weights, like you get that kind of, like that
Yeah.
kind of bowel movement pressure, and yeah, I mean, I definitely am not taking the supplement that makes me poop. I don't want that.
It's not a fun day.
I mean, I'm like, I look bad enough in the gym because I'm not like buff or anything. I'm like struggling. Like the girls are like laughing at me, and then if I crap myself, I mean,
Nobody's laughing at you. What are you talking about?
I actually used to work out a lot. I was never big, but I mean, I was definitely in better shape than I am now.
Somebody literally, I was at the bank yesterday, and somebody literally was like, "Do you work out?" And I was like, "Yes, I do."
I mean, you look like you work out. I mean that in a nice way. Not
I
like,
know, but I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, no, you totally.
Because
look like
that
you
was the
work
first time somebody was just like,
out. I always would get, you're a
Randomly said
runner.
that
I'm
to
like,
me.
yeah, I am a runner. Like, I was kind of, sleek like a gazelle. Gazelles
naturally.
are not strong, right? They're fast.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, well, let me know what you think about that. Also, if you guys have any topics that you would like us to talk about on this show, we'd love to hear it. Just leave us a comment, and we will have them in an upcoming episode. So